Watch this. Rob, how you feeling?
Wonderful.
No. Come on.
Oh, honestly?
Yeah.
Adequate.
There we go. Good evening, Central Indiana. He got me on that. I didn't type my hello. We're all befuddled here. Good evening, Central Indiana. Welcome.
Welcome.
Oh, I forgot my new intro. You are looking live at JTH Construction Studio. Pause for effect. And this is porch time. What do you think of that?
I'm your hair.
It's just wet. It's everywhere, isn't it? You like it? Shape for the Braves coming up, baby.
Okay.
It'll be gone. It'll be bald again. They're set. There's Ron and Lisa. We got a whole crew in here.
All right.
Let me say hi to folks. Misty, hello. Ruth, hello. Ron and Lisa, hello. Seth, hello. Good evening, Mike. We're up to 1,000 people already.
Wow.
Hey,
Penny.
Penny, you behave, Penny. I know what you're doing. Once again, we're live at JTH Construction Studio. Get a hold of Joe for all your construction needs. 765-913-8599. Crawl space issues, foundation issues, wet basement. Get a hold of American Basement Solutions. Larry Ralph Sr. 1-877-409-2837. Rookie mistake. Wow. And it's all about the festival, Ruth. You're exactly right. Fathom Real Estate, Teresa Massmer, 765-341-8911. Wellspring, Bob Goodrum's Group, 765-342-6661. One of Rob's favorites, Stids.
It is.
Comfort
Caleb.
Systems, 765-346-0195. He walked in, he said, it's cold in here.
I said, thanks to Caleb Stidd.
What's up, Keaton?
But to turn the heat on, that's thanks to Caleb Stidd.
I was going to say. And this is one of my favorite. Trapper Tim's Nuisance Wildlife Removal and Pest Control. 765-913-7553. And he will remove bats from your house. That's why he's a sponsor of the show. Logan's Cosmos, 765-318-3388. And our fan favorite, Mark Wayman, Wayman's Furniture, Appliance, and Mattress, 765-342-4339.
They got TVs and everything.
I know it. The Yard Barber with Andrew Payton, 765-318-4108. Another great human being, Tommy Walls, Electrical Consulting at Livewire, 765-792-4012. And last but certainly not least, our ladies down at Hometown Nutrition, Martinsville, Boosted Teas, Protein Shakes, 765-315-0738. They open at 7 o'clock now in the morning. Stop in and see Savannah and Jenna.
Good people.
That's it.
Okay, show's over.
Hello.
Okay,
now let's turn over to... Oh, it's not that show, is it?
No, we haven't done that show for a while.
I don't get to introduce you.
I'm good with it. We got a rock star in the house tonight. Stephanie's in the house.
We do. We got Presidente.
Presidente.
Brenda Marketan. Stephanie Jones.
Hello.
She is the new administration assistant.
She's the lead administrative assistant.
Rob, we said
she's
we weren't going to say that. We weren't going to call it that.
See, you got her talking. See, I knew you could do it.
Get her going. But Brenda's the Presidente this year.
Yes.
How many people we got on the board this year?
Currently, we have between 13 and 15 active members. Mm-hmm.
What do the non-active members do?
Go. Have fun. Isn't that right, Ruth?
Are we not supposed to have fun? Because if we're not, let me know. And I'll stop.
You know how this is. Hey, I guarantee you when he's in the hot seat, he wants to... Let's smooth it, but we have fun, and he knows it. We have fun even when he's in here.
It's all good.
We gotta have fun. If we're not having
I'm all about fun, Kev. I'm in the fun business.
You're in the promotional fun business.
Exactly.
We're talking Fall Foliage Festival tonight. It is coming up quickly. We have the Presidente of the Fall Foliage and the lead administration assistant over here. The liaison, Stephanie Jones. Brenda, how you doing?
I'm good.
It's busy time already, isn't it?
We have yes. We start the week after festival is over, planning for the next festival. So, yeah, we are making way.
Hey, off topic, but this will include Rob. We're on a committee for some other stuff that's going on in town, and we're thinking about getting these jackets. They're not orange, but you guys need to look at them too because they are phenomenal. These new jackets, he knows they are phenomenal. And I'm telling you, if we pull this off at Christmas time, you guys will be like, we got to get some of those for the fall foliage.
Styling, baby.
You piqued my interest.
I was going to say, I'm intrigued
I'll put it to you
now.
this way. Here's the problem. This committee that we have is about half and half of men and women. And the women say these jackets are the ugliest jackets in the world. It's like almost like, it's like almost like we'd be wearing an ugly sweater, but it's an ugly jacket.
Oh, they're phenomenal.
It's for Christmas time, you know.
You can be a fool.
I have a jacket that's one of those that's really ugly, but
These are
we
styling,
ugly.
These are styling, though.
This is-
embroidered, warm.
No,
Honestly,
it's not
Stephanie-
embroidered. Mine just looks like a bag full of bows.
Honestly, though, the reason we're really seriously thinking about getting the jackets because of you guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
and you
because
look good in them.
It lets people know who's
That's
on the
exactly
committee.
right.
Yeah.
If
That's
they
exactly
need help,
right.
they see somebody in that jacket or whatever.
Yep.
You know, they know those colors.
And you know what? Over the years, there has come to discussion numerous times on let's change the color. I don't like orange. You
Oh,
know,
you can't.
nobody and I
You can't.
and it's
Cannot.
like no. And thank you because it that is the signature color. I
It's
mean,
fall.
you know, if you're downtown during fall foliage and you need to know information, you find somebody in orange.
I'm not on the board, but I have a vote for you. If those people say that, kick them off the board.
There's people right now. What did he say? What?
But that
Well,
leads
seriously.
That's the
that
last
leads
concert
us
I go.
that leads us right into one of the things that we want to reach out to people
Hello,
is
Stephanie.
like we need volunteers. We
Yes.
want more people on our board, and we would love to have people that are maybe interested in seeing how we operate. Most people think that the board, number one, that we're paid positions. It's 100% all volunteer, and the hours that we put in to put the festival together is
It's insane.
immeasurable. I mean, it.
There's nothing easy about any of this.
No,
None of it.
No.
You have a family member that was pretty much an original board member that put a lifetime into this parade and event. And your dad.
My dad, he was on the board for 43 years
Yes.
until he finally decided he
Lori
was going to
says
retire.
Lori would love to volunteer. There you go, Lori Terrell.
Lori, I will connect with you definitely. Thank you.
That's the one we needed for tonight.
Yep.
Good show, guys.
Yeah.
That's a wrap.
Okay.
Yay!
No, we really, I mean, a lot of people, you know, they want to be on the board, but they don't understand that we are truly a working board. We don't just have meetings every month and make decisions. We physically work to put the festival on. And
You're not helping your cause to get people to
I
help.
know, but I also like to
They have a lot of fun.
We do have a lot
It's
of
good
fun.
group.
It is.
They get to wear orange.
Can I help
Not
you with
an orange
something?
jumpsuit.
Right.
Can I help
Right.
you with something? To me, things that go on in this community, this would have to be one of the higher up positions to me, the things that go on in our community. Because I look at the Fall Foliage Festival, me personally, as one of the best events that happens in our area.
Thank
By
you.
It has
far.
to be.
And that's the reason I called you and Lisa from the beginning, because I didn't want to see the entertainment end of it,
Yep.
you know,
It
get
has
lost
to be a
in
focal
it.
point for attracting people to come to our community. It has to be the number one focal point at this point in time,
The
Definitely,
parade
yeah.
with the
entertainment wise.
the parade and everything that goes on by far is one of the biggest community events that we have.
Oh, yeah.
Now they're not all in one place, but they're all on, you know, streets and everywhere, and it's a big deal. And I can't think of anything really that we do that is, you know, that is bigger than that. So I don't know who wouldn't want to be on the board. And I'd be honest with you, I would love to be on your board.
I totally get it.
I just can't.
Thank you so much for all you do. It is so much work to do these things, and it makes me willing to volunteer. Asking for there you go. And Steph's a fairgrounds personnel.
Seth and them guys are great at the fair.
Yes.
I mean, you know, it's the same
All
thing
right.
with the fair and the fall foliage, all these things that happen in our community. These are big events.
Mhm.
And I don't know how you go about it. Maybe you just need to post out there more or something. Hey, we're looking for volunteers. Have a magic number that you're trying to get to and see if they'll help you. Because I can't think of, if people really love this, and I know people do love our community, there's people out there that would love to be on part of it. Just sometimes people don't know how to go about it. I'm just being honest. They don't.
Yeah.
Exactly. And there are some people that kind of like you that it was like, I would love to be a part of it, but I can't dedicate that much time. That's fine. We would love to have
Part-timers, they come
Yes.
in handy.
I would love
Absolutely.
to be. Well, Kevin, you know,
I was a part-timer, full-timer. Literally, because I was busy. We were Orange Strong.
Yeah.
Katie said.
Chrissy.
FFF is my favorite child memory. So I met a lady on Tuesday that now lives in Bloomington who grew up here, and she told me her favorite memories are growing up here was the Fall Foliage Festival.
It is definitely.
Linda said she faltered Larry.
Yeah.
He's not busy.
Larry.
We definitely, we would take anybody that would want to volunteer, and we can pair them up with a board member that's in charge of an event, and they could help them with just a single event. It wouldn't have to be the entire festival. It could be
There's
just
so
a
much that
single
goes
event.
on, and that was one of the main reasons I joined long ago, because I was curious
Mhm.
and I wanted to know how and why. And there are so many little events that happen to make the big event happen. And from the parade to, I don't know, we used to do the quilt show and this and that. And it takes people, it takes bodies to make all that stuff come true. And when you're dealing with the public, 10,000 people over a 4-day period, if not more, you got to have people.
Oh yeah.
Well,
You got to have man the booths.
The community,
How you doing, Faith?
volunteers from the community is what puts this on. I mean, that's why the show goes on. If
Yeah.
we don't have those volunteers, then there's no show.
100%.
Well, that's the reason I got involved, because that's kind of my
Yep.
part on doing the entertainment on that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and it kind of makes me feel a part of it without me having to go to all
You're
the
a
meetings.
huge part of it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hey,
Sorry.
we are
part of it.
super excited that you took that over.
Yes.
And we got a great lineup too.
Yeah, it's going to be
Absolutely.
great.
It's gonna be fun.
Are we turning towards the music side now, or you want?
Oh, they can do whatever they want to do.
You're the
No,
you're the
go-
Presidente.
You're in charge of this.
We have a
Tell us
couple
more.
events we want to talk about, but let Rob talk about
Well, the music
this music.
is
Are
in
you
our
doing the music?
yes. The music will be October 10, 11, October 10, 11, and 12 at the new venue downtown, starting at 7 o'clock.
Jerry Farr.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we've got
Thank
3
you,
bands.
Jeanette.
We did have a change. Deadline was originally going to be in it, but they're not together anymore. So I filled that spot that Thursday night. That's the customer appreciation night, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
We got a band out of Indianapolis, great band called Living Proof. They'll start the show off at 7. They'll play to 9, and on the Friday night we got a group called Fancy Sauce. I use them guys a lot. They're a classic rock band, really good fun. And then on the 12th, I'm pumped up about this because it's big country. I get to actually play a gig. You have no idea.
You play like 1 or 2 times a year, don't you? Because the rest of the time you're promoting.
It's not 1 or 2, but it ain't. It's not what it used to be. But we're playing, and all of my band members are in different bands now, but we still play big country.
Mhm.
And plus, I'm in Downpour in our Jingle Bell Rock thing, and I got a lot of those band members in it. But long story short, I'm pumped up about getting to play because I can remember playing big country. Got to play quite a few of the Fall Foliage Festival when the stage was on a truck bed in downtown, and it was probably one of the coldest gigs I've ever played in my life. Was one of those nights. But anyway,
They don't like playing in the cold.
no, I don't. I don't like being in here in the cold. But long story short, we're fired up about the entertainment because it gets to help the Fall Foliage out. It takes a load off you guys not having to worry about it, not having to get sponsors for it, not having to even, you just get to enjoy it. And that's a good part, and we're happy to do it. As soon as I thought of it and talked to it, I made that call to you and Lisa, and we put it together, and just glad we did.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I mean, you
Music
being
license, the whole deal.
you being in that industry is a godsend. I mean, because we're just lay people, we're grabbing at straws, trying to get whatever we could. So,
Well, you're part of our 42 concerts that we have in our concert series.
You're right, Faith. Stid's comfort system, by the way. I'm getting that, Rob, right now because I know, like, want to talk about some concerts.
I got it.
Oh, you got it?
No, you can go ahead.
He's
Anything-
probably got it memorized.
Oh,
No, not really. I got certain things memorized, but I don't have every band memorized.
Anything specifically we want to speak of?
Well,
It won't be long, and well, you got one coming up April 6th.
yeah, April 6th is a big concert. That's going to be at the venue. That's the Eclipse weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Rose O'Neill and the Filter Kings free at the venue starting at 5 o'clock. And, you know, I don't know what's going to happen around here. I don't. Because, I mean, I've heard all kinds of stories how many people are coming into town.
Oh, yeah.
I know the hotels are sold out. I do know that.
I'll be at the fairgrounds.
You know, so going to be a lot of people have some entertainment for them. But really, like I think it was Ruth said it, this is about
Fall foliage.
the fall foliage. So I'll lead a question, Brenda.
Go for it, Rob.
Obviously, your dad was a big part of this.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why are you still here?
Community. Because as a kid, I grew up downtown, following my dad around wherever he went, you know, dealing with whatever. And then when they asked me to be on the board, I had 3 young kids. Matter of fact, my youngest was actually in a pumpkin seat. And Ruth can probably remember, we have pictures of my youngest in a pumpkin seat on a golf cart driving her. I mean, you know, the other 2 are in the golf cart strap or the golf bag strap on the back as their seat belt. And yeah, I mean, it's a sense of community, and I just want to be part of it.
The things that like stick out are like when we're watching the parade or whatever. Things that stick out to me is all the kids that are involved in the parade.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she does. She says
The kids that are involved in the parade, the groups that decorate the floats. The one thing I want to bring up that I've been thinking about is that people ask, and I've heard the comments and done. They don't understand. Like you guys used to bring in some stars and stuff to be your grand marshals and all that. What people don't understand, they don't come here for free.
No.
It's not their lifelong dream to drive or fly to Martinsville, Indiana, and be in a parade.
Uh-huh.
So if they're going to come here, I mean, this is what people need to know. If they're going to come here, they're going to want compensated for it. That's where the issues come in.
Absolutely.
Is because you guys would love that. Because there's certain stars that would draw people from everywhere. You guys understand it. It's like the people think you don't understand that. You understand it. They would happen, but there's a certain money level that you got to have to be able to do it. And
especially when you're a non-for-profit, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
And
it's just not there now. The floats, you don't get some of the floats that you guys used to get, but they charge you to bring the floats. And the bands, the high school bands, want paid for you guys to bring them here.
People don't realize, but every band that's in the parade at the Fall Foliage Festival pays them to be there. We pay them.
Which is wild to me because it's almost like it should be
vice versa there.
Yeah.
There's so many things to it that you don't even think about that cost money. And that's something I'm learning. I mean, just looking at everything that I had no idea went into all of this. It's so much.
Well, Rob, you're going back to, you know, a celebrity. We would absolutely love to have a celebrity.
Oh, yeah.
And we talked about this at one of our meetings, and that a very, if you want to say, lack of better terms, a retired celebrity that isn't very popular anymore.
10,000 for local Indiana personalities
is minimum of 10 grand. Well, you know, unfortunately,
hotel, that just doesn't count the food.
That's
the hotel
right.
rooms.
You have to pay for all their food, all their lodging, their plane, their travel, and you know it's just not feasible, unless we have some humongous donor that wants to as such be that sponsor.
But that's things that people don't understand.
Great.
Sometimes it doesn't get explained. And people just go, well, they don't do this, they don't do that. Well, it's just not that way. And the money that you guys make off the carnival and all that stuff,
Hey.
that helps start.
Wes has a valid point.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I got to do something one year. I was
You was
something.
on the train last year. Are you gonna be on it again this
Oh,
year?
that train hurt, man. Driving that train that far around because it was so uncomfortable. I'll do whatever it takes. But yeah, but I'm just saying they don't understand. They need to know because
Right.
you guys on the board understand that you would love to do that.
Oh,
You would love to
absolutely.
have 150 floats of the most beautiful floats in the country.
Mhm.
You would love it. It's just not feasible without a big butt. And people like if you look at the Rose Bowl parade, I'm just picking that because it came to my head. There's great big TV sponsors. There's all that kind of stuff.
absolutely.
And they're out there prepreparing months in advance for them to hit the street.
But maybe there are some things that later on down the road that could be done to help get it back. I mean, you guys got a lot of stuff in the parade.
Yep.
There is a lot of stuff in
And
there.
our huge one, thanks to Ron Bowling, is Calliope. He was able to secure that, and
That's a mainstay.
it was huge. And being I followed Calliope closing out the parade to pull barricades last year, and just to see the pure enjoyment and excitement of
Sure.
people, because I mean, anybody that grew up around here, you knew that when you heard Calliope, that was the end of the parade, but you wouldn't go anywhere because you wanted to see and you wanted to hear that Calliope.
I will say though, I had one of the bigger attractions last year. I drove Santa.
Mhm.
That dude has it going on, man. The kids, they come from everywhere.
Speaking of which, is that happening again? Are we doing the parade again?
Oh, I don't know. That's in the March meeting. I don't know. We'll have to go through that.
We didn't hit that, did we?
No, we didn't hit. I'll put it on the agenda.
I'm looking at the minutes right here, Rob.
Okay. We actually do have a committee for the Jingle Bell Jingle Bell Rock Christmas Spectacular.
We gotta be back in the parade with that train.
I enjoyed it, but driving that train was hard
Driving
because it sets you straight up, and you have to keep your foot down on that pedal, and you starting and stopping and going. But no complaints.
First world problems over there, it's in the parade.
But I had Santa, man.
Pulling Santa.
The guy was a rock star in the.
Was it Bob Becker?
No, it was Santa.
Santa Claus.
You can't, come on, Brenda.
Oh, what was I thinking?
We're on TV. There's lucky nobody's watching.
43 right now, Rob, to be exact.
44. My phone says 44.
Well, I'm glad we didn't hit that 1,000 mark you told me we were going to.
We might.
So what is the?
Share.
Okay, so what is? Are we allowed to say? Do you have an idea what the theme is going to be for the? Do we have any ideas there? Or are you allowed to say? Is there a board member watching that could pass that on, or do you want to hold that?
We do have a theme. I'm going to be honest with you. This is the first time I think in history, my dad can probably concur, that we've had a theme this early. Usually we don't have a theme nailed down until April, May.
I was shocked.
And I mean, we ended up coming up with one. Lisa, can you help me out?
The theme of the parade this year.
The theme
What's the exact wording?
for the festival. What's the exact wording? I don't want to mess it up.
2024.
And
Rob
No,
rides a Santa
No, it
train.
was.
And do we have a grand marshal named or thought? I know if you have it.
There we go. Autumn Blessings, celebrating 65 years.
There you go.
Okay, there you
Perfect.
go.
So there you go. There's the theme for the festival.
Yes.
Autumn
Thank
Blessings.
Thank you,
Exclusive.
Lisa and
Yep,
Ron.
you heard it
Only
here
here on
first.
Porch
Yeah. No, you heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
I'm getting my headset on now. Right.
Autumn Blessings. 65 years.
That's autumn blessings.
So
Hey,
back to
Joyce
the-
from Florida.
Back to the. Do we have a grand marshal? Are you allowed to say yet?
That is a Ron Bowling question.
Are we allowed
At
to
the
say?
last meeting, I was not aware of one, but that doesn't mean he hasn't secured one.
I can't believe you guys got Taylor Swift. That's amazing.
How'd you get Taylor Swift to be the grand marshal?
Yeah, nice one, Ron.
Yeah.
That's
I can get you a Taylor Swift tribute to be the grand marshal.
Right.
Yeah, we've got
Thank
Taylor
you for all the
Swift
hard work.
tribute.
There you go.
Hey, there we go.
Lots of love tonight.
Well, hopefully, if they have information, they will. But as soon as
Hello, Justin.
we do know that for 100%, then we'll put it out on our Facebook
But
page.
for you guys to do all this, it costs money, as Rob was saying. And
Absolutely.
to get money, you need sponsors.
Absolutely.
And you need all sorts of sponsors for the coming
It,
parade.
it doesn't matter whether it's a $20 sponsor or $5,000 or $10,000 sponsor. Every bit of it goes right into the festival to help put all of it together.
Yeah.
Ron and Lisa, they're not going to announce it yet. Fiddlesticks. That's fine.
It's good though. That's good work. I like that.
Yeah.
That's how I would do it. I wouldn't tell you till it's time. And I would
Don't.
never tell him what I'm like when I got the
I
national
don't
acts.
even know what it is. So
He doesn't tell me.
Because he has a mic and he'll use it.
He doesn't tell me. And people, who's Rob bringing in? No clue. I'll tell you 1,000 times.
I have to wait and see.
That's why we'll have to schedule another meeting with Fall Foliage and have you guys all in again.
well,
And this time the
hope
rest
to
of you can
back.
come and we'll clean this room up.
We hope to have one closer to festival just to kind of get.
Sure.
So do you have
Oh,
all
yeah.
the same like food vendors and all that stuff? Is it always the same people, or is there a mix up? I mean, do we mix it up, or is there?
Usually the food vendors, the food trucks, they have a contract that once they are accepted and they are in, and as long as they are in good standing,
It's automatic.
it's
renewal?
automatic that they get to come back. Now, obviously, we've had some openings, so that we brought in a few new ones last year. So
Was it good? Was it successful?
yes, one of them was the cookie.
I saw it.
It was the I can't remember their exact
I
name.
can't
I'm
think of the
sorry.
name.
I saw it.
But
I go to my
I
buddy at
spoke
the
with her
port, too.
after the festival, and she said it was phenomenal. So
Bring back the elk burger place.
Seth, they were here.
Seth doesn't eat anything normal humans does. He doesn't eat bacon. He doesn't drink chocolate milk or anything. We discuss this on Coffee with Kevin every morning. Cookie box.
Cookie
Audra
box.
says.
Thank you, Audra Scott.
Yeah.
I knew you'd remember. I knew it was cookie
Neil and
something.
Summers' funeral is my ace. 5,000. Oh,
Oh,
5Ks.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Neil and Summers is the main sponsor for the 5K.
Good.
So they're huge for Chrissy and putting all of that together. So
Just a lot of great sponsors in this community. Because I mean, I know I get a lot of them
yeah.
for our concert series.
we do. We have another great sponsor, Jones Crossing Banquet and Event Center in Mooresville. They
That's what you guys. I eat bacon. All right, Seth. I'll ease up. He don't eat meatloaf. Exactly, Missy. Tell him. Tell him. Get him, Missy.
they sponsor our purse bingo.
I was gonna say that's where your bingo's held.
which is coming up on April 28th. It's a Sunday. It's different this year from 1:30 to 5. And let me tell you that Emily Malott is our chairman for that event, and she does an unbelievable job in finding purses. And these aren't just any everyday purse. These are
Kate Spade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coach.
Really nice.
Really
Very neat.
nice ones. I know last year she was able to secure was it Louis Vuitton?
I don't know.
I don't
I don't
remember.
carry a purse, but
3
There was
daughters.
a lot going
I
on.
know every freaking
but-
purse on the planet.
She was able, and so then there was a special bingo for that one. But I mean, everybody always has so much fun, and it's something that
It's always a good time. Purse
It
bingo's
is.
a fun time.
Yeah.
And
a lot of fun.
If you're trying to get a purse, go up there.
Absolutely.
We want all local sponsors. Contact Stephanie at the office, and she can send the information.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Stephanie, the liaison.
so I got one for you then.
Handles
Okay.
that.
So like say the IU marching band. I'm just throwing this out here. Is that something that like they want way too much money? There's just no way to afford them, or would they even think about coming here? Or the Purdue marching band? I mean, any of those do those people do that?
I think that they have been approached before, but logistics.
Isn't
It's
that right
too
during
much.
football season for them, or right about? Yeah,
It is football season, but if
Yeah.
they have an away game,
We had even tried to at thank you, Lisa. I knew it was Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton.
And we tried to get the Boilermaker train.
yeah.
and it's a logistics thing. It's because of timing of when the festival is, and you know.
You guys ever sit down and make a wish list?
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we love to have. This is what
Absolutely.
and how can we get it? Can we get it? Maybe not in this year, but maybe in 3 years, if we save some money,
Yeah.
we could get this to be it. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean,
I think that's kind of how we Ron started with Calliope.
Yeah.
It was like he worked on this. This wasn't just
a 1 day deal.
a 1 year thing. He worked on this
Oh,
for
no.
several
Yeah.
years
Very hard on it,
to
actually.
to secure all of that.
Mhm.
And the hoops that he had to jump through were
sure.
a
Yeah.
lot. So, but yeah, that's our first event. So definitely
That's the
you
first
can-
official event of the 2024 Fall
the first
Foliage Festival.
official event. Yes, and
What date is that again?
it is Sunday, April 28th, from 1:30 to 5 at Jones Crossing and Banquet Center. You can go online and purchase tickets. You can also purchase them at the door, but I highly recommend that you purchase them in advance because
sell
last
out?
year we sold out.
They sell
Yeah,
out.
and I think they're pretty close to that this year. So
What about, is there a Miss Fall? Is there a
That's my next thing I'm going to talk
See?
about, Rob.
queen and whatever?
Yes, we have our Fall Foliage Festival pageant, scholarship pageant. It's not a beauty contest. It's a scholarship.
Well, it should be. We don't want ugly people.
Hey!
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
No, what's that movie from?
I don't
Miss
know.
Congeniality.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. But no, the date has been set for September 14th at the Spirit of Life Church, where
Yeah.
it's been the last
Yeah.
several years.
We've normally gone there and covered it live.
Mm-hmm. And so September 14th is the pageant.
Justin's saying they can't purchase at the door for the spring bingo.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, Justin. Thank you for clarifying. Not for the spring bingo. Okay. That's for the fall one.
yeah.
Okay.
Not for the
So
spring
go
go.
online, get your tickets because they're going quick.
Yes, very quick.
And the queen contest is when?
The Queen Contest is September 14th at Spirit of Life. Jamie Fuel is the
Director.
back of the house director. So if you need information, you can contact Jamie or you can contact the festival office, and we have the applications and the rules and whatnot, because we have 4 categories. We have the Fall Foliage Festival Queen, Fall Foliage Festival Princess, Fall Foliage Festival Junior Princess, and Fall Foliage Festival Little Miss. So it depends on
You get food in the bingo nights?
with this one.
What you got food wise?
That I believe
Hot dogs.
is Jones is catering it.
Jones is the facility.
Facility.
What's the name of the hot dog place up there in Mooresville now? Doggone it, there's an actual hot dog place in Mooresville.
Oh, really? I was just making
yeah.
that up.
No. It's something Ween.
The ween or something like that.
It's
Yeah.
something extravagant Ween or excellent Ween.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so I got one for you.
Okay.
Something that we used to do, because I remember I brought in Duke tomato.
Mhm.
This has been a long time ago, and we had it at the old cater house, which is
Yep.
where Spirit of Life is.
I was there.
And that was like a Fall Foliage Festival ball or something. Or
That
whatever
was
we call
yes. That at the time they were calling it the ball, and that is something that we, some of us senior board members, really
Wow.
wanted to bring back was the ball.
Distinguished Ween. I knew I was close.
Yep.
Thank you, Audra.
But instead of calling it the ball, we are calling it a gala because it's on a smaller scale.
it. Are you doing it this year then?
We are. We originally had a date set and found out that there's another. Oh my gosh! Great Bart. Another
There was another
Group.
event that
Another
night.
event.
that has scheduled their fundraising event for that same night.
Or are you looking at doing it? Where are you looking at doing that?
Probably at Brick House on Main again. But depends on what we can, as far as a date goes, what Michelle's got available. And I know Brighton Seasting, which is the director for that event, has been working with her on trying to figure out when we can do it.
Come
So
on, B.
because
Get us a
normally
date.
the ball was the kickoff. That was the kickoff for the festival.
Now they've gone away, and I don't know if they've gone back to yet. The mayor's breakfast. Are they doing that at all?
We have been
It's 3 or 4
kind
years.
of talking with the mayor about something. Not sure if mayor's breakfast or something, but
Coffee with Kenny.
Mhm.
It's got a ring to it. I like
Yeah.
it.
yep. We've kind of loosely talked about it in conversation.
I remember that used to be a big deal though too.
It was huge deal because it
Parade
was
day.
right before the parade.
Great morning.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody go over to high school.
Everybody's
And then
at the high
panic
school
as soon as
and
they leave there. We gotta go.
yep. Well, and then we had to get them out of there because people were coming in for the parade, the floats and the
Right,
bands,
block
and,
off the roads.
and it would be
everything.
blocked in.
Yep.
Yep.
My mind's
So-
spinning over here. I'm thinking about this, like for 2025, how we could have a really good ball.
When I brought it up, I said, as a kid, I can because I grew up with the
You
festival.
lived it.
Yeah.
I can remember it was at the armory, and I
That's
can
right.
remember my dad climbing up into the rafters of the armory to hang the crystal ball. And anybody that knows my dad has no fear of anything. So I mean, he's up
He was a
there
climber.
untethered. He's just sitting on the rafters hanging this crystal ball, and everybody's afraid he was going to fall. But I mean, I can just remember that. And then obviously because I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to go, but I can remember it was a big thing. Everybody got dressed up in formals, and it just, I would love to see it
Mm-hmm.
be that big again.
We
Oh,
need to
yeah.
talk about it after we get this over.
Definitely.
Some off-air stuff.
You're not invited.
He knew right where I was going. We'll do it out in the parking lot.
No.
Kevin, see you. Bye.
No, I'm talking about after you get the 2024 fall foliage over. I'd like to be involved in that topic conversation.
The ball.
Mm-hmm.
The fall.
Yeah,
Fest
there were.
Festival.
I mean, we had a band.
That's where I come in.
Yeah. I mean, and I think they brought in a caterer, and I mean, it was kind of like what they have now is the adult prom. It was just a lot of fun.
Mhm.
But going back to needing sponsors and whatnot, again, with our the pageant, we give the queen $1,000 to put towards her college tuition.
Oh,
Yeah.
here we go. Joe Fogman. Yes, I was a Foliage hostess from '87, and we had the dance
Yeah.
at the Armory that year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's just, and back when they were doing the hostess thing, then it wasn't a pageant. It was
A fundraiser.
It was
In
a
the buckets.
fundraiser. Those
You used to have
women
them
would
in
go
IGA.
out and
I could remember seeing. Yep.
those women would go out and put cans, and collect, and basically it was whoever collected the most money
Won.
was the winner.
Right.
It wasn't,
them.
That's how they did
anything
it.
other than that. But we had Harmon Becker would always put someone in there. Well, then they would always put their sponsorship money in her can as such. Well, then, the Harmon person won every
Automatic.
year. So then people started dropping out because it was like, I'm not going to put forth all this effort if, I don't even have a chance. So then that's when we're like, hey, why don't you guys just be a sponsor? And I think they did away with the Queen contest actually for a while. And then I
Really?
believe, I don't want to say Jody.
Jody brought it.
Brown
Jody brought it back.
brought it
That's right.
back.
I helped her first year back
Mhm.
with it. That's right.
Mhm.
And we would go. We went out to.
Liberty Christian.
No, we went out to.
Faith?
No. What's the one out there?
Who's hers?
No.
River Valley.
River Valley.
Okay.
We're gonna get there eventually.
That's great.
It was down at St. Barnes and River Valley.
Yeah.
Well, the next one I was going to
Right.
say sales I figure.
Right. I'm
Yep.
glad you got it. So yeah, River Valley. We
Yep.
were out there the whole time.
Yeah. So we're always, I mean, for that $1,000 for her to be put towards, and it's not just prize money. They have to prove that they are in school and that it goes to the actual school, and then our princess gets 500. So
Yeah.
we're always looking for.
I'm melting over here.
Not over here.
Whoa! You need to switch her seats. Stit's comfort system works well.
Oh, it does.
But I have to say the last couple of years, Los Tres Caminos has been very gracious, and he fed the girls, all the pageant girls, during the day, as he sponsored the food for that. Flowers by Dewey makes the most beautiful bouquets for all the girls. They sponsor that. So it's things like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be a monetary thing. It could be,
Yep.
a beauty salon, wants to put a basket
Anything
together.
you can do to help
Anything.
out.
Yeah, or
And
service,
it's not just
anything.
just the pageant, but it's any of our events. Like I know for our kids events, Chrissy goes around to McDonald's, to Wendy's, and just gets little coupons for a cheeseburger or a Frosty or whatever.
I'll take a Frosty.
as prizes. I mean, it's that kind of thing. So we love to have our community. Thanks, Audra. In-kind donations.
Yes.
And Audra is our former office person, and I mean, we've had some great prizes. We've had stuff from the Colts. We've had stuff from the Pacers. Stuff from Connor Prairie. So it isn't just local. It's other businesses that aren't even in Morgan County. So anyway.
I'm trying, Bob. It's a tough room in here tonight.
Bob, help me out here. Come on.
So have we missed anything at lead administrative assistant that we need to talk about?
I don't believe so, Rob. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I like how she said that, Rob.
Side-eyed Jen said wrong.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. No, actually, I think, especially for being, not prepared to be in here tonight, Brenda touched on everything that we were going to talk about. So, yeah.
And the only thing left we had to do is you to sing, right?
Now, come on. We talked about that. You don't want to lose viewers. I mean,
I'm serious about the jackets. We're going to send you some information.
You email them. You email me pics, and
I want to see. I want to see. I'm intrigued
because we do have several
intrigued.
New board members that need jackets.
Phenomenal jackets.
Yeah, phenomenal.
I mean, they will.
I just want them. I don't care what they look like. I'm just being honest with you. December 7th and 8th, and we're outside. I need them to be warm. I don't care what it looks like.
Yeah,
it can be a burlap bag.
Yeah,
right?
I don't care.
There's some cold fall foliages, but the Christmas tree event is a different level of cold. But we want snow. Some of us want snow.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us on the committee want snow. Some of us don't want snow.
He's pointing at me. I don't say I don't want snow. It's just Brad probably doesn't want.
There you go.
I mean,
he can't be on stage when it's snowing. Yeah.
I think snow would be okay as long as it's not that bone-chilling, whipping wind cold.
First year,
no wind.
Our first year, snow came out of nowhere, and nobody.
It was like a Hallmark moment.
Yeah,
it
nobody
really was.
Nobody was prepared for it, and those guys froze. We froze, and he handed me the mic, and after I got let go of the mic, I was like, I think I got frostbite. I could not move my hand for about 10 minutes. It got cold real quick. Please.
But one thing that's going on though, real quick, and we'll get you guys out of here. But we're getting a lot of events going on. You know what I mean? There's just a lot of stuff going on in the community.
Yep.
And that's awesome. And we've all got sponsors and stuff that we get, and we can't do it without them.
No,
it's just simple. We can't.
Nope.
But we also can't do it without the people that come and watch it. Because sponsors don't want to sponsor nothing where there's nobody watching or nobody involved.
Yeah.
They want people there to see it.
They want people there to see their name here and to see a great event.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Fall Foliage Festival is a great event. Could it always be better? Absolutely. Everything we all could do could be better all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we strive. Okay, for example, this Jingle Bell Rock committee, I know we're making fun of stuff, but when we get in here and meet, we're always thinking about what can we do bigger. It don't always have to be bigger and better,
right?
But you're always striving to make it better than what you've done, because you want to meet and get past people's expectations. You want to have a little bit of the shock factor to everybody when you put on an event.
Yep.
You just do. And the fall foliage, you know, you should try to strive on that too. So, you know, what can we do this year?
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know, it just ain't the football team or the basketball. I mean, there's always something. And it's like every concert, I'm always trying to do something that will go, hey, that was a little different. That was a little better. And if it didn't, you know, we learn from it.
Right. And that's why I think people will also see that, like, we're creating new events.
Yeah.
But some of the events are also going away. And that goes to, you talked about, people aren't there.
Right.
You know, and you know, it's sad because this is, I mean, it's been a long-standing tradition, and it's not an easy decision for us as a board to say, you know what, we're not going to do this event
Put it to bed.
anymore.
You have to change with the times, though, and the fall foliage has over the time. What? How many years? 65 years. If you weren't, you wouldn't be here.
All right, so here's one for you. Go ahead. You got something exciting to say.
Something that I think will excite a lot of people. It does me because it brings back memories.
Bed race.
The bed race is coming back.
But listen, we need people that want to participate in the bed races. Everybody wants to watch it, but we need people to actually be in it.
And they're 5-man teams. And so we are
I think you'll
suggesting
get it. If you promote it, you'll get it.
that
I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm just throwing this out there. I'm throwing Home Bank kind of underneath the bus. Not really, but say Home Bank gets a 5-man team. I want them to publicly challenge Citizens Bank.
Yeah.
Throw it out there.
Throw it out there. The fight is on.
Yeah.
Let's
I mean,
make
Melissa
it
Fisher.
fun.
Where you at, Key
Miss
Bank?
Arnold. Oh, we can have a bankathon.
Oh, we could.
I mean, I just think it would be a lot of fun,
Losing
especially
Bank has to fund the fall foliage next season.
Yeah.
you know, years
won't
ago,
happen. It'd be
my
emotional.
dad was the one that started it. Was, you know, we had the boys football team against like the boys basketball team.
Right.
And, I
normally
mean,
the track of the wrestling team wins it because they get the quickest kids.
Yeah.
and Shannon Weiss is the chair for that event, and unfortunately she couldn't be with us tonight.
I think that'd be great.
It's
But
always
she
fun.
can give the logistics and the details
I think
as
I
to
announced it
what.
one year, but we only had a handful of teams. Like
Again, that's
2-3
what
each
we need.
category.
We need those people who want
Yeah.
to
We'll start
participate
promoting it
in
now,
it.
getting the word out there,
Better. Yeah.
Facebook and Instagram, all that good stuff.
She's putting stuff out there, so
And I like Brenda, the idea of, you know, challenging businesses, challenging, like, make it fun. Let's have fun with this.
All right, so Kevin,
Yes,
I got
sir.
one for you. I like this stuff.
Trivia.
Yeah, no, not trivia.
Oh.
So if you could see one thing at the Fall Foliage Festival that's not there now, or you would like to see it bigger, what would it be? Bigger, better?
I've asked myself this question several times, and you guys will know instantly, and I know why Sammy Terry's not there, but that was always the Calliope and Sammy Terry were 1 and 2 in my idea of the fair. When he would pull that hearse down there, dude, everybody's like. But that was our childhood. Sammy Terry used to scare the bejesus out of us back then. Not so much now, but I would love to see Sammy Terry again. I'll just say it: $1,500 to pay for the guy with latex gloves is way too much, in my opinion. I know the guy's got his own gig and does what he does. Now it's his son, and he comes to town for one event, but that's a lot of money to pay
Yep.
one individual that doesn't even have a show on TTV4.
Yeah.
You know, but that was the one thing, and I always ask myself that every year. What's the one thing I'm missing for the parade? Love to see, everybody wants to see more bands, more floats.
Yep.
and
But it costs money.
And you
Yes.
know, with the bands and the kids participating is the fact that so many schools are on fall break.
Now that is a good point.
Pancake Day.
Pancake Day.
That's when we used to have the Harvest Kitchen.
Yep, right there in the front of Morgan and Jefferson.
But there again, that was one of those events where you couldn't find other service groups in the community.
Did the Lions do it forever?
Well, it was one group would take it like for the day.
Okay, that's right.
So like Kiwanis would take it one day, Sertoma would take it one day, Lions would take it one day. But I mean, unfortunately, if you look at and no harm or no whatever, but those service groups average age,
I'm with you.
they're no spring chickens. I mean, they do fantastic, phenomenal work.
They're not
in our
getting into
community.
the young people involved in it.
But they, it's just
It's harder for them.
It is.
Mhm.
It is. And I mean, they do. But like I said, well,
Still trying to get the Martinsville season to come to the Paragon Homecoming Festival. Keep trying, Heather.
keep trying, Heather.
Yeah.
We've got contacts.
It takes me, and I actually work for the school system too, so it takes me
Yeah.
like right up until the very last moment to. And if Stephanie's listening, Stephanie Littell,
He was on here.
Yes,
I know she is.
Uh-oh.
She's got an in.
You got it.
She knows what I'm talking about. She can help out with getting that band confirmed.
You talking about Mr. Belt?
Yeah.
Who? Hmm?
So, all right. What about you, ma'am?
This is why you don't tell me stuff, because I will say it.
What?
What would you like to see?
I'm really the pancake day. I'm with him on that one.
He's abandoning ship.
It's all right. I got him covered. Yeah. I got him.
Oh, we're running the show now.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Pancake day?
Pancake day, yeah, I agree. I remember Pancake Day, and that was always a lot of fun too. The other things, like the Calliope, that was a huge one for me. I'm so thankful that Ron is able to stay on that and keep that in the parade, because that is one of the things I really remember as a kid being so excited about at the end of the parade.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, thanks, Ron.
What about you, Brenda?
Oh gosh. I'm thinking back of like
You don't even have to think back. It could be something brand new. You'd like to see something that would come to the Fall Foliage
well, that's
Festival.
true.
That would be new, exciting, or old and exciting.
I'm old and exciting. Sometimes.
Yeah.
The Circle City Sidewalk Stompers. The biggest hits are the Shriners, the motorcycles.
Oh yeah.
The race cars, the little mini bikes. They're always coming.
Most of the time,
Yeah.
yes. I think last year we may have had a glitch with one of the groups, but yeah, most of the
The
time.
Harley, is it the police?
Yeah.
Yeah. I forget what the exact name of the group is,
Those are
but Harley Riders or something. Show something. Yeah.
I don't know.
First bingo information, $45 per ticket. That's going to give you a bunch of games and food. Ticket includes for the Springo. Your ticket includes more than-
Springo.
I like that though. I just came up with that.
Yeah, good job.
He lays it all out. Whoa, roast beef, hamburger, turkey.
He's got it all on
Yeah,
there.
it's not just hot dogs.
Yeah.
Can't I just go there for the food? Not play bingo.
No.
I'm teasing. It'll be fun. The bingo is always fun.
Yes,
Been involved in many of those bingos.
yes. It is a lot of fun.
Maybe one of these days, this is what I'd like to see on my end. Maybe one day we work it out to where, we have that big concert in June, and maybe one day to help all this, we have the big concert in October, where there's actual national act that comes in. And maybe if that might be one of those deals where if we get the national act in here, where they would have to be,
There it is. Thank you, Audra.
where they would stay and be a part of the parade the next day. I don't know. Sometimes they can do that stuff, but that's what I would like to see do. Now, when that will happen,
And it's funny you said that, because when you asked me what is something that I'd like to see, that I would love to bring a national person as into the parade, because it's just it's just exciting.
That would
you
be
just-
that would be very exciting.
Is there enough time to do 2 in 1 year?
well, yeah. It's
Not
just
this year.
Well, not
I'm
now.
You know what I'm saying. To put together that many acts for the fair, and then turn around and get it in October early.
Oh yeah, I mean, think about what we did last year with Chris Tomlin. I mean, it was
That's
in
true.
July. That has nothing to do with it. It's all about the money. It's all about making sure you can work it. Whether is it a charged concert and or is it just a free event where we got it downtown. It's going to be nuts. You're going to have to it's going to be crazy busy because it's going to be free. You're bringing in a national act. I don't know. It could be a classic rock or country or whatever. I'm just using that, but there's lots of things you could do. It's just like what you guys talk. It's the same thing. That's something I'd like to see happen. I just don't know if I can logistically make it happen or not.
Yep.
But that's something I would like to see
That word, logistics.
because the people. Here's what does happen when you bring in national entertainment. You're going to get outside people coming to your community.
Yep.
It's it's just the way it's going to work. When you just have local bands or local entertainment, you're going to get local people.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that,
Right.
but that really doesn't increase the business of things sometimes.
Right.
And that's the hard decision that we have to make as it's just the cold hard facts.
Yeah.
It's just like I get people wanting me to book a band. Well, if they can see you for free at this venue this week or next week,
Right.
why are they going to pay to see you at Cedar Creek or one of the other venues? They're just
Right.
not going to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
It just doesn't. And I'm in this business to make money.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not sugarcoating that. This
Right.
is what I do for a living.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but on certain things, I could see where this, if I could pull off the sponsors and all that, I could see where it could be huge.
Oh yeah.
But you have to be able to do it. Maybe it's a year away, maybe it's 2 years away. But that was something. That's why something I could see that I would like to see happen, whether it does or not. And I'm talking about as a part of the Fall Foliage, because you might not remember, but there was a part of the Fall Foliage Festival that I did many years ago where I brought in the Kentucky Headhunters.
I was there, front row.
And Daryl Singletary out to the fairgrounds.
Yep.
And that was part of the Fall Foliage Festival.
That was cold.
Yeah.
That night.
Now, the thing about that is, decisions would have to be made in that situation. Do we try to do something like that again in where you charge to get in
Yeah.
at a different location? Because it'd be almost impossible to do it.
Oh yeah.
There's no
There
way.
would be
Or do you do it
absolutely-
downtown?
And have the sponsors cover it all, and everybody gets in for free.
Well, and
Yeah.
I know that there are it's unfortunate that you have the festival blocks. I mean, just shuts downtown.
Question
down.
on that is the theater going to be out of the way? The renovation of the theater downtown, will that be out of your way come October?
Good question. I have
know
a
the
meeting
answer.
with the mayor's office on
Because
Monday.
I know this
so-
is always an issue.
Mhm.
Location.
Yeah.
And we like keeping it in the same vicinity as it is every year. The fairground's nice. It doesn't work as well.
Correct.
There are some good
and it's just
advantages.
tradition. I mean,
Yes. It's always been downtown.
the festival is downtown.
Has there ever been movie stars? Yes. There's been
Oh,
movie stars.
absolutely. We had Brian Austin Green from 90210.
Yes. And that was when the show
we
was
had
popular,
Henry Lee
too.
Summer. We've had
Henry Lee's a good dude.
I feel like there's
can't
somebody
remember.
else in there.
There's been several
oh my gosh.
over the years.
I mean, it every year. I mean, for years they had Ruth was president the very first year that we had to have it out at the
I'm
fairgrounds.
glad you said the very first year of the Fall Foliage. Didn't say
No,
that. 'cause
I
she'd
didn't
have been-
say the
she'd
very
have-
first year of Fall
She'd have
Foliage.
gotten mad at you.
Oh, Lisa said Michael Landon.
Michael
was
Landon,
here.
that's what I was trying to
Wow.
think of.
I think I heard about
Seth,
that
where you
one.
at? Little house.
But Ruth was the president the very first time
Jim
we had to
Davis.
move to the fairgrounds, and that was due to construction.
Sure.
Yeah.
Morgan Street. And then
Yeah.
we had to obviously move out there when they were doing construction to Morgan Street again.
And Morgan Street construction is going to happen again real
And
soon.
yes,
yeah.
I got a nice email from the county that said they are they can't guarantee the square will be ready for us in 2026.
Well,
So we're
that's one of
already
those
working on
bridges.
it.
We are already brainstorming
already working
that.
on it.
One of the
So-
bridges we'll have to
Shifted it-
cross.
Did we shift it? No, we didn't shift it this way that one year, did we?
No, it's
We,
never.
we
been
had looked
shifted.
at it as shifting one and over, but then we ended up going out there, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because and a lot of it is because of the post office. The post office has to remain accessible at all times. Sunday, obviously, they're closed, so that's why we can
Yeah.
close that down for the parade.
Florence Henderson, that's right. Jim Neighbors.
Oh,
Michael
Mrs.
Landon.
Brady.
But that's when they weren't
We're
$10,000
dating
or more.
ourselves here.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Marcia.
so, but if people have any suggestions as to you know things that they'd like to see, by all means, email the office,
Yes.
call the office, leave us a message. I mean, Stephanie is in the office from 10 to 2 on
Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. You can stop in, you can call, send us an email. We're definitely open to hearing the community's input and what they would like to see. Any new
Absolutely.
ideas. And definitely volunteers. Just like Brenda said, even if you can't volunteer a lot of your time, just one
Sure.
event or one day or few hours. I mean, anything
we can
is-
always use help setup day.
If you've got
Yes.
a group that has to put in community hours,
Yeah.
which there are several at the high school that have to have community hours, get a hold of these ladies
Yeah.
because tear down has to happen ASAP.
Mm-hmm.
Setup has
Setup.
to happen ASAP, and those are some good hours for them kids that they have to have.
Mm-hmm.
I have groups mess me all the time. Got anything for me? And I'll send them a list of 3 or 4 people to get a hold of.
Mhm.
And I have not on you guys, but I will from now on.
Yep.
Yeah,
We
definitely.
Um,
can use them,
Well,
especially
Matt-
for tear
Well,
down.
on behalf of RD Productions, we're glad to be a part of the Fall Foliage Festival.
Rob, I can't tell you how much we are so excited in having
Very.
you be a part of us. You were truly a blessing
Well, thank you.
in disguise, and it's not in disguise now. It's a complete blessing, and we are so looking forward to working with you. And
Well, we're glad to
venturing
be here and
forward.
glad we can help, and thankful to all the sponsors. And see, honey, these women think I'm a blessing.
I'm
wife
writing
is a
that on the
saint.
Christmas
Oh, my wife is a saint.
Right.
You have no idea.
I love Lisa.
She is. She's awesome.
That's good. Ladies, is there anything else you want to hit on or cover or sponsors?
Sponsors, volunteers, purse bingo.
Yep.
And you have any questions, call or email the office.
Mm-hmm.
We really appreciate you having us on, Kevin.
And all the
Yes,
all the
thank
people
you.
that are volunteers already, the Fall Foliage, thank you guys for your
Yes.
service and everything you do.
That's
Yeah.
that's a
it's
tough.
an
Seriously.
honor and it's a blessing.
Thank you to the Fall Foliage Festival Board. Exactly, Ruth.
Thank you, Ruth,
I was a
former
part of it. I
board
know it's
member.
a lot of work that goes in there. Is she completely off of it now?
Yeah.
Ruth, I did not know that.
Yeah. She took Lisa.
That's awesome.
All right, well, I've got to go watch a Pacer game.
Oh, we got to end it. We got to end at 8:00. You got something you want to throw in
You're
there?
late. You said you had to leave at
Oh,
7:30.
no.
You got all
Nope,
caught
we're
up.
good. I am good.
Let's sing us a
Like-
song to take us out.
Sing
I
us a
don't
song.
sing. I don't want to
man.
scare people away. They won't come back.
If you've heard some of the voices that we've had in here, there's 99% good, and there's some.
I
real
told
duds.
you. I don't.
reason
Well, mine is like trash can garbage dud. So no.
Oh
Hey.
yeah. Mine's
No.
bad too. Real bad.
Hey, I got a funny one for you.
Let's
This
hear
will
it.
tell you why I say you do not want me to sing, because when I was in high school, I auditioned for. I just wanted to be part of the chorus in the musical Oklahoma. Okay? And I will never forget, and I'm going to call him out on it, but Mr. James, we were all up on stage, and he says, if you don't make it, you have no business singing. And I was the only one that didn't make it.
That's a good thing.
So that was a
Wow.
wham.
That's
So he probably does not remember
that's
that.
called constructive
but-
criticism. at its
But
best
that
right
stuck
there.
with me to this day, and I will not.
You know
will
what,
not
Brenda? I
sing
can
around
see the
anyone.
scars.
I don't either. I don't even sing in front of my husband.
No, I sing in the car to myself,
Yep.
and that is it.
Yep. Me
If
too.
She's
anybody
been
was around-
scarred, Kevin.
she's hurt.
Uh,
I am the greatest singer
So
on the planet
there
in
you
the
go.
shower, but outside of that, I
yeah,
can't carry a tune
you
in a
will not
bucket.
hear me sing. unless I'm being completely obnoxious.
Unless there's liquid involved or anything?
No,
Okay.
no.
I'm pretty good when I get on
I
that,
got the
though.
door. I thought I'd be funny one day at work last Christmas and didn't realize there was a meeting going on in another room. They had the doors propped open. And so I walked down the hall just belting jingle bells.
Oh my god.
And they closed the door.
They didn't join in and sing with you, did they?
All right. Thank you,
Thank
ladies.
you again.
Rob, as always.
Thank you,
Rob
Rob.
Helms.
Been a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Board members on the stream tonight, thank you so much. Appreciate all the work you guys do. It'll be here before we know it. If you want to volunteer or help, and I get so many people saying, "Oh, there's nothing to do. I want to get involved." Here's
Here you go.
another prime example. Step up.
Yep.
Yes.
Get off your porches and volunteer. I do.
You cannot gripe if you're not willing to do anything about it.
There you go.
You're welcome, Ron and Lisa. All right, I'll be back on bright and early tomorrow morning, 6:30 with Coffee with Kevin. The best 50 minutes of the day. Love you guys. We will see you soon.
Peace.